Hi friends, it's Claire from ScrappyNerdUK and welcome to my video for UK Scrap Addicts. So this month's theme for the team is to work a layout using no cardstock. So I wanted just to introduce this video first by saying that there are some quick tips that of certain papers that you can use that will actually help you with this process. Now for me, I always struggle using pattern paper as my background. I do like a white cardstock background, or at a minimum a single colour cardstock background. So I wanted to show you a few ideas that you could incorporate to help you with the use of pattern paper as your background. So one of these ideas is to use a wood grain paper. These are great. So if you just imagine that this is a white piece of cardstock, these are brilliant to be able to create your layouts on, and there's nothing too busy in the background that's going to distract you. So adding your embellishments on over the page is going to make the process a lot simpler. So wood grain is one of the ideas, and there are multiple types of wood grain available. You can get the darker ones, the lighter ones. I prefer to work on the lighter ones because it is a lot closer to the white than this one, but these are great as well. So equally, you could use ledger paper. So these are a couple of examples where this one's obviously a lot lighter, but again, there's nothing detracting on the background for when you're adding on your embellishment. So ledger paper's great as well. And then finally, anything that's already sort of pre-treated, that it looks like that you've done work on the paper. So this here, you've got a stark white area already to work on, but some of the work is already done because this paper here has already got pattern already around the outside. Looks like you've actually embellished it ready. So here are just some ideas to use in order to use pattern paper as your background. And I'm going to stick it on fast forward now, and we're going to get going with this layout. So off we go. So I've chosen a photograph of my sister, and my mum and my nephew are in the photograph as well. And this is a photograph from quite a few years ago on bonfire night or around then. So I've chosen to go with the pink ledger paper, and that is from Cocoa Vanilla Studio. And the thought of my idea on this layout was to do, grid paper's great to do lists, a list layout. So I'm going to do a list layout for this one. So this is going to be called 10 reasons. I think I've missed out a word when doing this. Should be 10 reasons why you are beautiful. But I might need to go back and add a word just thinking about it. So I'm just starting off with the bottom part of the title. I want to just have a look where this will sit nicely around the photo, and then I want to add the 10 reasons up the top. And what I wanted to do is, I've actually got a few packets of these thickers. I wanted the bigger numbers, so I'm just delving into the other packet. Now originally I started off in that top border bit, so I decide that I do actually want to pull it all down eventually. I don't want the top border to be disturbed, because you can see all of the numbers on the paper coming through the letters, and I just think that it's slightly distracting, so I've just moved it all down a little bit. So this is where I'm coming in with my journaling, and there's a lot of journaling on this layout. So if you're one that's not keen on journaling like I am, then I really push myself outside my comfort zone with doing this one. So I added a whole load of journaling on there, and just make sure that if you are adding journaling in a list, that you do leave yourself enough space to write what you want to write. So especially if you're doing numbered journaling like I did. So I've pulled a couple of bits of pattern paper. This is from the cut apart sheet. I think this is from the More Than Words collection, if you were interested in knowing. And I'm just adding these couple of little bits of cut aparts on. And then when I go to lay my chipboard piece back down, I haven't left myself enough room, so I'm just going to budge those thickers up. And this is the brilliant thing about foam thickers, they are easily movable. So I'm just going to move those up. And then I have stuck my chipboard word down with some ATG tape, but I'm not too sure that's going to stay, so I'll come back in with some wet glue once I've finished filming. And then I want to make use of this heart that's on one of the cutter parts, but I don't want the background, so I'm just going to fussy cut the heart out. And it says, I love you to bits, I think. So I'm going to use this as an embellishment. This is a great way to be able to make your stash go further, especially if you don't have many embellishments. So cutting into cutter parts like this, cutting out sentiments. I do it all the time for things like that. So that word on the right on the bit of paper that says dream, I'd cut that out and use that as an embellishment. No issue at all. So I'm just going to add some foam onto the back of this heart because I want to give it some dimension. Apart from the chipboard word, everything's quite flat at the moment. So I'm just going to add this on some foam and then just trim the edge there. And next up, I had a look through the embellishment pack and there wasn't anything. I looked at the flowers and I thought those flowers, if they were just sort of randomly scattered, they would just look like they're floating, and that bothers me. So I decided to fussy cut 5 of these butterflies out of the pattern paper, and thankfully there was 2 sheets of this because I think I'm through a whole sheet of these butterflies already. So I love them. As I've said in previous videos, I don't like butterflies in real life, but to scrapbook with, butterflies are a brilliant embellishment because you can get away with them being on the page, not being anchored by anything, because they're designed to look like they're floating. So I've just added that little cluster of heart stamps in 3 areas. Again, stamping is another great way to be able to make your supplies go a little bit further. You could stamp and cut them out and add these butterflies on. I decided to stamp underneath the butterflies and then add the fussy cut butterflies on top. I've never tried that technique before. It just came to me whilst I was making this layout, and I really like how that turned out. It's like it's got a shadow underneath it. So final few bits of embellishment. So I'll grab the clear stickers, and there was that hot pink clear sticker, and it matched the colour of my sister's blanket, so I decided to add that on as well. A little arrow clear sticker just to tie in with the black on this, and I tried to add another one of those sort of watercolour splotches, but it was just too light on this background. So finally just adding in these little crosses from the clear stickers as well. And I think we are pretty much done. So thank you very much for watching today. I hope this video has brought you some inspiration. If you're watching on my channel, do head over to UK Scrap Addicts. The link is down below for more inspiration. And I will see you all next time for next month's theme. Thank you very much, guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.